Hello and welcome back. Yes, this is Sandi, Ballard, your host of the Monday Motivation Podcast. No more excuses. Today is July 3rd. So yeah, a lot of us have today off, and a lot of us will be celebrating again tomorrow for America's Independence Day. So just if you're out there, be safe. So if you have not listened before or checked me out, please do so at www.growingforward.biz. You can connect with me on LinkedIn and also my Facebook page, Growing Forward Success Coaching. So please like that page, and you can get a lot of, questions and articles as I'll post throughout the week. So where are you? Not in your life this time. Where are you, state, country? I'd like for you to tell me. I'm just curious because, as you know, one of my goals has been to increase the downloads and spread the word, increase the, demographics and where everybody is listening to this. Because obviously you've helped me with the increasing of the downloads and the listenership, the demographics of where you are. So I'd like to know where you are, what state, what country. And so just tell me, email me, sballard@growingforward.biz, or just put that in the comment section. And again, thank you for coming back week after week, sharing this, and helping yourself continue to grow. The last few weeks, whether you understood it or not, was about new ways to grow. You're probably like, no, Sandi, it was about making a damn list, multiple lists, checking them twice. And yes, what were those lists? If you're a first-time listener, go back probably about a month, 3 or 4 weeks, and start there. Because these lists were to get you to understand what you needed, or what you still need help with, which would help you achieve a goal, which is growth. So as a person, perhaps, you're going to grow as a person. Perhaps it's income-wise, recognition, downloads, everything, like that. Everything you share. If somebody says, please share this on Facebook, I'm asking you to share the podcast. You're helping someone grow. Got it? So, and with that, I have a list. I have a list of people I ask and remind to help share my podcast. I don't just willy-nilly. But if you are listening, please share. I might not know all of you. So, I also had you recognize who you could ask and not be upset if someone said no, but being able to set expectations to alleviate the disappointments when you're asking someone to help you. For example, my example actually was the people I asked to help with my my women's champagne luncheon. The first time I had it, I watched how and who jumped in to help. And so then I knew who I could ask. And let me tell you, they did not disappoint during this last one. So then again, I'll ask you, how will or did you thank them? For me, I wrote thank you cards, actually mailed thank you cards. I have a couple more, I ran out of stamps, but I also verbally thanked people. I sent emails, and I actually publicly acknowledged and said thank you to those that I could, that were when we were in a public setting. And I also asked them to return the favor, like, how can I help them? What do they need help with? The next step really is to not get offended if they don't ask you to help with something, but also making sure you show up for them as they did for you. Not everyone's going to be, 100% exactly reciprocal. One woman baked these amazing cookies and put them in everyone's goodie bag. I don't know how to make those cookies. It's not going to be cookie for cookie, but how can I help her if she needs me to? Okay? So a whole lesson the last few weeks has been about growing. It's about awareness, observing who and how people show up in your life, I've talked a lot about environment. It's not just about the cluttered room, the messy desk, the crooked pictures. Remember, it's about the people, the support system you have. Along the lines of disappointment, expectations create that. And great personal example. Okay, so for those of you who know me, my boyfriend finds the best cards, like greeting cards. I mean, every time. Always timely, perfect for whatever reason he's giving it to me. And the last one was right after the last champagne luncheon. It had a freaking champagne bottle on it. I mean, I don't know how he just magically finds these. I, on the other hand, cannot live up to that card giving level. And I've set that expectation. I've frustrated myself and disappointed him. But I've put that on myself. I've spent hours looking for cards, multiple times, multiple stores. And during Father's Day, I even told a woman, I was at Kroger, and I think this was the third time, I'd call it adventure, I'd been looking for Father's Day cards for him and for my actual dad. And I told the woman when she said she could help me, I was like, your card selection sucks. It wasn't their card selection. It was my expectation of myself and trying to live up to that standard. So why? But why? Why am I trying to mimic someone else's talent? It seems silly, but I'm putting stress on myself to find that perfect card. That's his talent. Somehow he just finds them. They land in his hands. And so I had to think about this. And I've realized, and I've shared this frustration with him because he was actually at the store the last time I came out cussing. I've disappointed for years. I felt like I've disappointed for years. So I just finally was like, okay, that's his talent. I'm not going to live up to it. It's not his expectation. Again, it was my expectation I put on myself. And I was like, okay, how do I communicate? Well, I communicate verbally. That's my talent. Well, hopefully you agree. So being aware, recognizing your abilities, and trying to not set yourself up for failure. And remember, failure is just an opportunity to learn. So what did I learn? I learned, and I'm not a good card finder. Well, find blank cards and communicate verbally. Communicate and say what you want to say in your own words. That's why there are blank cards. So what I said and what I learned was I communicate better verbally, find the blank cards, and write something down instead of doing what I've been doing and just handing him a card and saying, this is the best I could find. Again, awareness equals growth. So it's not like I gave up. I just learned where my talents lie, and I focused there. And I've eliminated frustration, expectations, and disappointment. And so, how can you continue to grow if you don't? Wait for it. Get off the crazy train, the hamster wheel of life, and observe. Notice what the hell is going on around you. Notice what you need. What will help you achieve your goals? And don't forget to break your goals down, one project, one task at a time. Who is in your world? Who do you need in your world? Understanding talents, setting logical expectations. All of this is awareness. And that's what all those stinking lists were about. Forcing you to to notice and to be aware. It's all about awareness. Being aware, becoming aware. We've all said, excuse me, we've all said like, oh, damn it, I should have seen that coming. Or I never saw that coming. We won't always see it or pay attention to the signs. But being intentional and, and actually noticing what's going on in your world will help. So this week, yes, there's homework. This week, tell me, post here or email sballard@growingforward.biz. Sit and think about for 5 to 10 minutes, or go back to your lists if you were a good student and did them. Let me know 3 things that you've now realized about yourself, your talents, your world. How have you become aware of what's around you? How do you feel now that you're aware of these things? So again, 3 things that you are now aware of or have realized about yourself with the last few weeks of making lists. So again, if you haven't listened to those, just sit and think about 5 to 10 minutes. Think about something. Might be as silly as the gift card giving or the greeting card giving, but what are those things you are aware of now in your world? And if you can't figure that out, yes, email me, Ballard, S as in Sandi, Ballard, Ballard, at growingforward.biz, B-I-Z, and let's do a strategy session so we can help you become aware, and that'll help you grow. All right? Have a safe 4th of July if you are in America celebrating, and I will see you back here next week. Cheers.